Okay, we got it working. Tonight is a night that I'm really not terribly interested in.
Incoming transmission.
What the heck? We'll stream regardless. Getting some issues with sensors, so we're just gonna, cut the background music. Long day. Not really at liberty to discuss why it was a long day. Just that apparently in this day and age it's unacceptable to be human. Really sad and quite frightening. Again, I'm not really at liberty to discuss that. Alright, so this should have finished around 12:39 earlier today. I was at work, so I didn't have the chance to get stuff re-put in. So here are our overdrivers for our Mark II engines. Do I have a schematic for the Mark II engine? I doubt I do. So we have roughly 51 Mark III engines that are on the market, and a ton of more Mark III overdrivers that I have to figure out what to do with. I kind of made too many. I mean, it happens. We could sell them and ship rates can use them. Did I want to do... check if we have that schematic. Jesus Christ. Schematic slot. Alright. So that tells me that we have additional schematics for an engine overdriver Mark III and a Mark III Starfighter engine. So we need to go craft a Mark II Starfighter engine. And we're going to need 50 of them. So we're going to be doing some math tonight to figure out if I need to go get some more radioactive. And, good news, we made a profit yesterday. Somebody bought some resources from me. So we are going to use that capital and reinvest it in our business. I think I have, at last count, 1.5 million credits in inventory, and that's a drop in the piss bucket compared to some other people, but it is a start, especially after 2 weeks. I don't know why it does that. It colors it yellow. It's a weird graphical bug. I mean, it's not a big deal. This is one of those days where I just need to come home, I need to chill. Relax is a bad word for me. I'm not at liberty to discuss that either. Did you kill something? That was funny. Yeah. Be a little more frantic if I did that. Okay, so apparently, okay, the new radioactive. I need to know, excuse me, what's going to cost to manufacture a Mark II engine. And this is the part where I really need to get a Starship crafting tool. This is starting, or not a tool, a station. This is starting to irritate me, having to go places where they are. Because I'm going to have to keep going back and forth, and it's just getting rather vexing. And don't feed the crates. And this is one of those nights where I just need to chill. Maybe a little bit of alcohol wouldn't hurt anybody, but drinking is not the answer to your problems. I'm not a big drinker anyways, so I wouldn't get through much of it. Just need to chill, try to have a good time, and forget that you had a bad day. At least I set the record straight. And again, that's all I'm going to say, and that's all I am at liberty to discuss. Oh man, I'm tired. Ugh. Apparently not tired enough to come over and play the game. Okay. So, we're going to need a Mark II Starfighter engine. We're going to need 50 of these suckers. So, this is a good point to take a look at the lowest level of materials that we have, and that's Vibar, which we should have pulled some more up, and Wafawi. So if I find that in order to make 50 of these starfighter engines, that this 18,300 worth of known radioactive is not enough, I'm going to switch to a different quality radioactive so that you know, I don't have to keep hunting it down in case it becomes rare. There was a resource shift the other night. Unfortunately, on Rory, our wonderful tap of, was it Ison? Excuse me, FEPAF phased out. And I don't know if it's on any other planets. I'm going to have to check. But 125 units. We already have our Mark II engine upgrade. So we need to borrow a calculator. Easy, no problem. 6250, we can do that. It's not a big deal. So let's build this thing. Clicking on these. Assemble. I need to do some modifications in the options setting. It's a decent engine. Excuse me, now we need to experiment. Get some speed out of that sucker. This is pretty typical. Let's see if we can put some points into yaw, pitch, and roll. And one I typically do is. Now we're going to create a manufacturing schematic, and we're going to make 50. And we're also going to do a time calculation. I'm going to show you a website that can help with that. Yes, I'm done with it. We're going to fix that stupid shit. Interface. Should be something about confirming crafting actions. Might be in the wrong section. I don't know why that wasn't checked. Good thing I checked. Check section. I don't see it. Excuse me. There we go. Object deletes, confirm crafting actions. We'll turn that off. So, that's less work I have to do. Oh, I didn't notice something on the bottom there. Oh, yeah, those jellyfish holograms. You can get those off the avatar. Love that rug. So now we have our Mark II Starfighter engine schematic. So we'sa gonna make a tripsa back to the shopsa. And it's going to take some time to make those engines. Reason being is I don't want to sit here and craft 51 engines. It's not that I don't want the stats to be different. It's just very time consuming. Very, very time consuming. And I think that's how you had to do it on live. So it's a very time consuming profession, but looks like a quality of life improvement. And, oh, we'll talk about another thing that you should look into. You want to be active on the trade forums. Even if you don't say anything or make a post, what the frick? It's good to keep a lookout on the trade forums, and here's why. There's a gentleman or a lady that is paying 100 credits per unit on asteroid resources. That is something I have not gotten to yet. I know how to do it, roughly. It's like riding a bike. We need to get an entire POB completely set up. It's very involved. It's going to be very expensive, but at 100 credits per unit, if you can tolerate doing biotic resources, excuse me, you could make some good money. the space station. Upgrade! Ho! And I'm not really going to charge up our weapons or our capacitor. I'm just going to shunt the shields. It's not really necessary anyways. And I need to make a better droid interface, but that requires Borcarbidic copper, I think it's called. And the shit that has been dropping is D+, C-. It's not the best. I mean, you can make droid interfaces out of it, but you can't charge like full price for it, man. It's not right. You want quality resources, quality product. So we're gonna land at the beacon. Thank God for that friggin' beacon. Wish I could get it on my other characters. God dang, am I tired. Ugh. Ah, the fish. The fish. So I draped the towel over the aquarium because it's 8 o'clock, past 8 o'clock, and I have a light on and I don't want to stress them out any further than they are. They seem to be de-stressing just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, yeah, we need to go to the production facility. Everybody's alive. I don't know how long the neon tetras are going to last. They haven't eaten the longest. But this morning, they were eating better than they were the other day. They were kind of just, meh. Some of the red-eye tetras were picking at it. The black skirt tetras were picking at it and eating it, but they weren't, like, in a frenzy like they're used to. So obviously, they're pretty stressed out. There's something wrong with the tank. This is day 4 of the treatment, so we need to wait another 48 hours. So Saturday is we're going to be doing our water change, and then we're going to be doing a bacterial treatment. 2 starfighter engine. Just in case it's bacterial, one of the black skirt tetras has, I guess what you would call a fish pimple on the side. It's well underneath the gill toward the fin. It does appear, at least in my experience, to be a fungus, and we can treat that. I have stuff that can treat that. Okay, these are the rest of the Mark III overdrivers, so we need to put all the ingredients we used in here. Make sure the Vepar is in there. Vibar. I keep calling it Vepar. I'm mixing up Vibar and Vepaf. Make sure that's all good. And check the status. Oh, it's got 6 days of power. And the station's activated. So, it's going to take 240 seconds to make one starfighter engine. There's 50 of them. It's going to take 12,000 seconds. There are 3,600 seconds in an hour. It's going to take 3.33 hours for this one equipment factory to make 50 of those starfighter engines. Obviously, I could craft them faster, but I want to do other things. So, let's log on to Ye Olde Internet. And I was going to go into bookmarks, but I don't want to disclose any of my bookmarks. What time will it be 3 hours from now? I forget what the website was. It's this one. What we're going to do right now, Jesus Christ, it's 8:39 already. We're going to add 3 hours and 0.33, it'll be roughly 20 minutes. We're going to calculate the date. So we need to come back at midnight to pick up the engines and list them, which I'll do. I start late tomorrow and close tomorrow, so we'll pick those up at 11:59. And at that point, I'm likely going to make some Mark 1 overdrivers. So let me make sure this thing is doing what it's doing. It's doing what it's doing. So we're just going to leave Isaac Hill there. Iokazale. Sheesh. I'm going to log on to my other characters just to make sure that maintenance is okay on the harvesters. They added something into the game, apparently. That or I don't remember from live, but when one of your harvesters is taking damage, it starts smoking. Once you pay the maintenance, it stops smoking. We just want to make sure that this is not happening to any of our harvesters. Yes, I should know when they end, but I'm double-checking anyways, because again, I'm lazy. The reason Chenier has cloning sickness is because I attacked a Shopit nest as a shortcut to get back to feed. I hate Shopits, by the way. They're little monkey fucks. Pardon my French. Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Incoming transmission.
Your Bob's an incoming transmission. Oh, we can also pull some more ingredients up out of the ground. I'll do that later. So, okay. So this is just mail saying, hey, I got bank transfers for myself, which I need to stop doing. It's a waste of money. Play our Jedi, could play the medic. I'm probably gonna try and level my Jedi tonight. I would like to do some role-playing with them. Figured that'd be pretty cool to stream. So, no issues there. Let's check Stocksha.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, what was this? This was yesterday. Today was Thursday. This must have been this morning at 9. I can't read the date. 9:15. So that must have been this morning. This was yesterday. I do remember fixing them, so they should be fine. Oh, that's right. I had to pull these up. Yeah, we're going scouting. Sorry. Have to drop those back down. We got to be making some money. Right now we're not. Pulling up FEPAF, whatever you want to call it. CPAF.
Incoming transmission.
Go to interface, enable toolbar to second row. Okay. Drag it up a little bit. Usually, I have to put it there like a modern MMO. I'm going to put my survey tool on Shift F1, or Shift 1 rather. And we're going to see if FEPAF was completely phased out or not. If it is, we have a minor issue. Yeah, I think it was iron. Okay, so there is Iberdite and Isonism on here. But I don't see FEPAF. I don't even know what the quality is like for Wewatofium, whatever it's called. So we're going to take a little trip to a couple different planets to see what we have to work with. I fear on Locke we're going to have the same luck, because they're both made out of the same crust. We'll check anyways. I have plenty of iron now, but I am eventually going to run out, and if I'm going to run out, I need to make sure I know I'm going to run out before I make a schematic and have an incompatible ingredient, because then if I make something with a schematic and it calls for FEPAF, and I don't have FEPAF, or whatever it's called, PFAF, and I don't have it, I can't make it. So I need to know I have enough left to make a certain quantity for a batch. What we're going to do... Oh wait, we were going to go to lock. Right. So Walt's over here. And we're going to NIMS. Governor fucking... I should have expected you to find you holding Later's Vish. What? Okay. So let's see what we got. Yeah, like I thought, it's the same, same crust. There's Vibar on this planet. What? God, that's one shot. Yeah, there's no, Pigadob. Unknown non-ferrous metal. I don't know anything that uses that ingredient. That's kind of interesting. Same thing for that. Just in case we run out of reactive. Oh, that's a petrofuel, we don't need that. Radioactive we do. Let's see if we can take a sample. See if we get anything. I'd like to see what the contents are like. We should be able to get a basic sample. If it's good enough, I'll start running with it, and we'll find a place on the lock and drop those harvesters. So then we'll have to start taking shifts on the harvesters to harvest certain things. And I don't know what that is, but we gotta be careful. Really? They're bloodsuckers, no wonder. We should be able to get a pretty good sample. Yes, I'm willing to grow a 5th limb. Oh, for Christ's sake. Iwagapa quad Dividoibi? Dividoibi. Devidoibi. Devidoibi, Devidoibi. I'm a Devidoibi. Oh, yeah. You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. Uh-oh. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. That's what it means to get swifty. Okay, cool. Whee! Now I gotta wait 22 seconds. 22 seconds of my life I am not getting back, and this blows nuts. We won't be using a Bomian. I, in my good frame of mind, would not be able to really go with that. I won't go with it. Sample, sample, dirty little sample. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. Providing music for you because YouTube censors claim that Universal Music Group, UMG, owns everything. I rolled my eyes, by the way. They can kiss my taint. Anywho, I'm not in water. Yeah, fuck you. Sample. High-grade polymetric radio. Ooh, that is for one of the, the light speeds resources. So we're going to sample for him. Let's survey. This is utter garbage, too. Let's keep going. Conductive borcarbidic copper. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, pal. Bum, 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 bum. I got the early version of the chicken waka. Waka waka chicken. Holy hell does that jump. Holy tits. Too bad you can't mine it. You'd have to be stuck sampling it. That should be good enough for a sample. What? What else do they got on this planet? Shit I've never heard of. Well, I know what Vibar is. Bigadob. Almost like Bigabob. Get a sample, get a sample, get a sample, get a sample. There we go. You stop taking samples. Better, but no cigar. Alright, let's get off lock. Who's that asshole? A marooned pirate captain. Ho ho ho. Chauncey! Chauncey! Get to the starport! We're gonna be late for the cremation. What? What the f— Yeah, we're just gonna pretend that, we'll pretend that didn't happen. We're on Rory. Not on lock, so let's check out Naboo real fast. Got a Millennia. I better go fix my dinner. If we don't find anything here, I'm gonna go fix my dinner and I'll come back and stream a little bit more. I mean, we got till like 2 in the morning, and I need to go to bed for work. Okay, no luck there. I know Vibar's on this planet. Yeah, I think FEPAF completely phased out. So I don't even know if that's any good. There's the conductive borcarbidic copper. I don't even know if that's any good. Yeah, I doubt it's even in this area. Oh, I lie. It's, very rich. Holy hell. Let's see if it's any good. Conductive borcarbidic. Dun 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 dun. Look, I'm moving to the right. I'm having a seizure. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. 30. Wow. Alright. Shit. 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 This is shit. This is horse shit. Welcome. So, we need to figure out what we're going to drop these resources on. If it wasn't 9 o'clock... Keep going here. Alright, we'll do one more planet. I don't feel like sampling on an outer rim planet. Let's go to Corellia, see what we can get. Nothing good. There's the Hybridites. Yeah, that path is completely phased out, so that's gonna be a problem when we need to pull up some more, but I've got plenty of it right now. So let me go fix my dinner. I need to go eat. Relax a little bit, may or may not get some food buzz. Plant my ass in front of a terminal, and we will be back.
176-2 permits random searches of cargo.
This is my name. Very creative.
Inspection bots should be allowed
Jackass.
access to all starship holds upon demand.